guys, so today I'm going to be doing a video on some of the new e.l.f. products that I just purchased, and I think most of these products are actually really new to the e.l.f. line. So if you guys haven't tried e.l.f. in a while or you haven't been on the Eyes Lips Face website, this is some of the new stuff that's on the website, and I was so excited to get this stuff because I haven't actually bought e.l.f. products in a really long time, so I was really excited to try out some stuff. And I think, to be honest, e.l.f. is one of those lines that's either you love it or you hate it. Like, there's some things that are really, really great, and there's also some things that aren't so great. So you just kind of have to try them out and kind of see for yourself like what you like the best. So I've used this makeup for about a week now, and I kind of have a good idea of how I like it and stuff like that. I don't have it on my face right now. I decided to do something else with my face today. Actually, I do have a little bit on my cheeks and stuff, but for the most part, it's not the actual products on my face. But yeah, I'm really excited, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first product that I was really excited to try was the e.l.f. HD Mattifying Cream Foundation, and it comes in a little case like this, and it looks like this. So it's just like a cream foundation in a little pot. It's really silky, really smooth. It kind of has like a silicone, you know how like silicone primers have that really silky feel to them? That's kind of how this feels. I ended up getting two shades because I didn't know what my color would be, so I got Porcelain and I got Sand. And Sand is a little bit darker than Porcelain, and it actually matches my skin a little bit better. But I'm gonna say, I really like the idea of this, and I like how it's packaged and stuff, and I really, really wanted to like this, you guys. It was one of those products where I was like trying to find any reason to give it a good review, but to be honest, it just didn't do it for me, and I was really sad about it because I wanted it to work so bad. But this is definitely, like I said, it has that silky feel to it. I felt like it applied really well and it blended out really well, but by like the midday, it started like falling into my pores, and it started looking like really like spotty and splotchy, and it just fell into my pores, which I thought was really, really weird. So if you have mature skin or you have wrinkles or if you have really big pores, this would definitely not be for you because it definitely like collected into the pores and wrinkles. So I didn't like that about this. It was, I just looked in the mirror, and you know when you look in your car mirror, because it's like natural lighting, you can see like every flaw on your face. Like, it was really bad, and I had to like rub it out with my fingers, and even by the end of the day I had to like kind of rub it with my fingers just to like kind of set it in place and recover everything. So I didn't like that. It was really, it didn't last very long, and if you have oily skin, I would definitely pass on this because I've used foundations like this on oily skinned people and it just does not work at all. So next is the HD Lifting Concealer, and I got this in light, and I'm pretty sure that this is the lightest shade, but sadly it is not light at all. It's actually too dark for my skin, especially under my eyes. I almost felt like it was like showing my dark circles more than it was concealing because it's so dark. And I'm pretty sure that this was the lightest shade, so I was pretty upset with that. If you have darker skin than me, it might work out for you, but this is about the color of the concealer, so you can see it right there. I know it doesn't look very dark, but it's a lot darker than I prefer for my under eye concealer. And it also doesn't have a very warm undertone, so it doesn't have like that salmony yellow base to cover up those dark circles. I feel like it's more of like an ashy tone, which doesn't really work well under the eyes. So I didn't really like that. I could see this being okay for like blemishes and stuff like that because it is more of like a ashy tone, but still the coverage wasn't that great. So and I definitely turned to my other concealers after I used this, and it wasn't something that I really wanted to use or was excited to use. So I would pass on this, sadly. Alright, so this next product I was super excited about, and basically what it is the contouring and blush cream. So if you guys are familiar with e.l.f., they have this palette in powder form, and so many people have the powder form one. It's so raved about, and this one is pretty much the same, but it's cream. And this did not work well with this foundation. It came off really, really fast, and it just did not work, these two together. But I wore my Arbonne foundation the other day and then used this, and it worked really well. It stayed for a really long time, and yeah, I really, really like it with other foundations. And the best way to apply this is definitely with a brush. I use like a duo fiber brush and just kind of contoured, and then I did the blush on the cheeks, and then I set it with the powder. So I did foundation, then the contour and blush, and then I set it with powder. So it worked really well, and it lasted a long time, and it's really pigmented, and it's two colors that would go on a lot of skin tones. Like this pink is really good, like, you know, across the map pink, and this is a really nice pigmented brown. So it's a really fun product. I would definitely recommend this. It was really fun to use and I'm really enjoying using it. Alright, next is the baked highlighters, and I was so excited to try these. And I love highlighters. Highlighters are kind of like a weakness for me. They're just really fun and I love applying them. And the thing is I haven't found really any great highlighters that are cheap, like drugstore highlighters. And I would say these are some of the best ones I've tried. And this one is in, what is this? This one is in Blushing Gems, and it's like a champagne shade, which is really pretty. And this one is in Pink Diamonds, which is really pretty as well. So this one's in a little bit more pinker. And they're super, super gorgeous. The more champagne one is a little bit more on the glittery side, so it has like bigger chunks of glitter in it. This one is more of like a sheen of like pink. So both of them are really cool. They kind of have a different look on the skin, but I love both of them and I've been using them pretty much every day, like on my cheekbones. They also really work. They also really work well in the inner corners. So yeah, I've been loving these. They work so amazing, and if you want to get really, really dark, you can use your fingers and apply it with your fingers, and they're a lot more like noticeable. But then if you want them just lightly, you can just take like a little brush and put it on your cheekbones and it's a lot lighter. Alright, next is the e.l.f. tinted lip balms, or lip balm tints is what they're called. And these are pretty new to the e.l.f. website, and I got the color, this doesn't have a name on it, but it's just like the light pink shade, and they're really awesome. I actually really, really like this. They don't have like a shiny look to them, like they doesn't look like you have lip gloss on necessarily. It almost looks like a pink, I don't know what you'd call it. It's not like as matte as a lipstick. It's like between a lipstick and a lip gloss. They just give you a nice tint to your lips, which is really nice. So if you're kind of going for a more like natural look, or if you're not really wanting to wear a ton of makeup for the day, this is really good because it just gives you that subtle tint. This is also a really good purse lip balm. It's just a good, you know, light lip color to keep in your purse if you just need a little bit of color on your lips. I really like it. I think it's a nice product. Alright, next is the Eyeslips Space 32-piece eyeshadow palette, and it looks like this. It has so many gorgeous shadows. I'll open it. And I was actually a little bit nervous to buy this because I'm not a huge e.l.f. eyeshadow fan, because to me they fade really bad and they're really muddy. They kind of blend out to all kind of look similar. And to be honest, I still kind of feel that way. I thought that maybe they had changed the formula out a little bit, but I still am not a huge, huge fan of the shadows. Don't get me wrong, they do work, and I've been kind of wearing this on and off and playing with the colors, and it's not like I don't like how they look. They're just not my favorite eyeshadows, if that makes sense. So the only thing that disappointed me about this palette was the fact that they put like the same colors in the palette, like in multiple places, and then they're also missing a lot of colors that they should have, if that makes sense. So I don't feel like they planned out this palette very well, because like these two colors are the same, those two colors are the same. There's so many colors in here that are very similar, but at the same time they're missing like a gold or a champagne gold or a golden bronze. There's so many colors that they're missing. So I was like, why put two of the same colors when you're missing like a gold or something like that? So I was just a little bit, I just didn't like the color selection they put in here, but it's kind of fun if you can't afford like a really big palette that's more expensive. This is a good palette for if you are on a budget. It gives you a lot of nude colors, and I mean they do work pretty well. They're very pigmented and things like that. It's just they're not my favorite brand of eyeshadows, if that makes sense. So yeah, so that is what this is, and I've been using it quite a bit, and it's kind of a fun thing to kind of mess around with. Alright, so I decided to get doubles of everything for you guys. So I'm doing like a little giveaway type of thing, and I decided to get you guys the lip balm tint, the e.l.f. palette, so the palette full of eyeshadows. I also picked up a baked highlighter, and this is in the champagne shade, which is gorgeous. And then also the contouring and blush cream palette, which like I said, this is amazing. I love it. And then I also accidentally picked up two of these, which I don't know why I did that. It was an accident. Oh, this is the sand shade. So this is the darker one. So I'm just going to throw this in there. If it doesn't match your skin, maybe you can give it to somebody. But I accidentally ordered two of these and I have no idea why. So I'm just going to throw it in there and maybe you can give it to somebody and maybe they'll actually like it. So that is what I'm going to give to you guys. I just decided to get double of everything. So I guess to enter this giveaway, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? Okay, so for this giveaway, I guess I just want you to thumbs up this video and also favorite, and then also comment below. You can comment anything you want. I think that's funner than actually having like a theme, like a comment theme. Just go ahead and comment whatever you want, and then I will maybe make this like a week long or something like that. So go ahead and do that, and that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this review was helpful, and if you guys have any questions about these products, don't hesitate to comment below because I'll totally answer any questions that you guys have for them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!